Hello there, minions. This little bonus video, I guess you'll call it, is to talk about the new weekly release and upcoming 1.2 version of Minecraft. And I've installed the 2012 Week 4A drop, which adds a new biome. I've made this a creative world. This is my original seed that my Let's Play world is based off of, and this is where I spawned, so the original spawn point is now a jungle, which is the new biome. And in case you're wondering, that's the new mob. It's an ocelot, which is tameable. Hello. But yeah, I mean, because there's a new biome, essentially the way it works is in order to get the new biome in your world, you have to generate a new world, essentially. Existing worlds don't break, but they will not generate jungle biomes. So our Let's Play world right now will not generate jungle biomes or ocelots anywhere at all ever. Now, we've got a couple options here. The first is the unacceptable one, which is to just start over, create a new world, start again from scratch. I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys, that's not unacceptable to you, but we're not too far into the Let's Play to just give up everything we've built so far, I don't think. And from there, there's two other options. One is to they both involve using MC Edit, which is Minecraft Edit, which is a utility that allows you to edit your worlds and also, you know, cut pieces out of certain worlds and put them in other worlds. And what are you doing, crazy cat? So what that means is we can do one of two things. One is we can go in and cut our base out of the old one. And I've gone back to the default texture pack because I haven't found, or I haven't looked yet, or I haven't updated my texture pack to cover the new things. So so let's go here. This is our world. Holy crap. That looks a little different in this texture pack, doesn't it? Wow. So this is our world, right? And this is a snow biome. Oh, Sebastian's getting fussy. I may have to stop and take care of him for a sec. But so we got two options. One is we can cut our farm, like the pieces we want, using MC Edit. We can cut specific pieces out and place them in a new world, right? That's always weird. Like, it snows like not directly above me. So we could cut out the farm, you know, as much of this area as we want, including like the mob spawner and stuff, and place it somewhere in a new world, just wherever we pick. Or we can import this entire world into the new world, meaning everywhere from my original spawn point all the way to here, every chunk that I've generated will be placed in. And let me show you kind of what that means. I did a test on it. This is the test world. So here's the world. And I pasted it into this. This is a completely different seed, you'll see there. And the X and Z coordinates are vastly different from what they used to be for where we are. But it took every chunk that I've generated and brought it forward. So the only interesting thing about this, and it's kind of cool, I think, but it also could be kind of weird, or I don't know. I just want to get you guys' opinion and kind of show you what's going on. I just sailed off this direction because I knew I hadn't gone there to generate new chunks. And I have been over here again, so it's generated with the new seed. And I think these generated on the 1.1 seed. I tested this before I installed the weekly drop. But you will see what happens when you do an MC Edit drop in. If the chunk should start rendering. There it is. So essentially the way this works is all the chunks that have already generated in the old seed will be pasted in and will be exactly the way they were. Every new place you visit, look at this, kind of epic, right? Will be generated based on the new seed. That's how Minecraft works. As you go to new places you haven't explored yet, it generates new areas based on that random seed. So here you see the edge of these chunks, where in the previous world this chunk had been generated as the ocean biome. But in the new one, it's in the middle of a desert biome that's got more altitude, right? So it's cut straight into the side of these chunks. And this will happen along the edges of everywhere that already exists. You know, it won't happen to places we already are, but anywhere, you know, anywhere where we generated it in the old map, we'll cut into these other ones. It could have some interesting and neat-looking things, like there's a cavern right there. I bet if we forced one of these to update, that would start to flood. But you get the idea. And for those of you who don't know, a chunk in Minecraft is a piece of the world that's 16 blocks by 16 blocks, you know, width and length. And it's, I think, 128 blocks vertically. So it's a giant tower that's 16 blocks by 16 blocks. And those are the chunks that generate. So here where you see is the edge of these chunks that it already generated. So as these new chunks come in, they're regenerated, and then the world will essentially kind of go back to normal. I just realized I have no equipment. Oh, that's not what we're doing right now. So yeah, I mean, it's not so jarring, I don't think, as to be unacceptable. And what this will do is essentially, like, look at that. Actually, let's go check that out. Places that have not generated yet, chunks that haven't generated, will have a chance to become jungle biomes. So this way will allow us to get jungle biomes in essentially in our Let's Play world. It's not even technically our Let's Play world. So I can do a completely new seed and paste this in. That's what this is. This is a random seed that I pasted this in. Or I can use my original seed and just paste it back in there, although it's, like I showed you before, it's where I spawned is completely different than before. It's a jungle biome now. It's not at all the same. And here's the edge of this chunk. Oh, it's too far. I don't want to dig all that sand out. Yeah, so here we are at the edge of the world. Look at that. The sheer face. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the option I'm bringing to you guys. What I'm leaning towards, essentially, is I'll probably use I'll probably just generate a random new seed and paste our existing world into it is what I'm leaning towards, because here's the thing about cutting and pasting, like, just our base, because it's just the new base. I mean, I can cut the old base as well and place it wherever I want. I could even move them right next to each other if I wanted to. You know, but it loses some continuity, and it's kind of hacked together that way, and the underneath parts will be a little strange. But or this way, it you know, you will have some strange edges, but the world we've already explored will exist 100% as you've seen it in the world, and then everything new that we explore will regenerate. Some side effects essentially are that the maps that we've already created don't work. Like, they're blank or in the wrong locations, and it's not worth the effort for me to sync up the locations so that they're right. But you'll see. Actually, if I was if I was back at our base, I could show you the map, but it's not going to be worth the effort right now, I don't think. We'll see if we can get there in time. We'll have to create new maps. I can use MC Edit to edit my original spawn point back where it was at the old base, so our compass will still work the way it did. And yeah, I mean, that's essentially kind of how it would work. Is I would paste our world into a new world, and we would just continue on like nothing happened. And when we explore new chunks, we'll get some strange lines. Like, this one's over an ocean, so it's kind of more dramatic like that. But similarly, if we're going across land into a chunk we haven't done before, it may suddenly turn into who knows what kind of biome, just right in the middle of it. And also, I think where we are here is no longer a snow biome. All this snow's here because I pasted it in, right? But I think this might be a desert biome, just because I think some of this grass is pretty dry. I could be wrong, but you know, the biomes aren't guaranteed to line up because those are based on the seed as well. So it does paste the blocks in here, but it won't place the biomes. So, you know, that could be interesting someplace. I mean, the blocks are all still here, so it'll still have grass, even if it's a desert, but it might just be dry-looking grass. Here, I'll show you the map. Oh, this one, I loaded in the map data, but you'll see that we're not on this map because this is no longer in the same location. If we went, I think if we went like 1,000 blocks, like if we went to, what was the old coordinate? 2459 and 857, which actually we might be able to do quickly. I believe it would put us in the map, but then the map would completely start to change. Oh, Sebastian, don't wake up. I'm almost done, buddy. So 20 would be over this way. Again, I don't think I'm going to have time to do this, but because it was, what, 2,000 something, and then 800. So we need to go like 1,000 blocks. 857, and then 2459. I took those coordinates because when I wanted to compare where it was when I did MC edit on the new world. Let's run. I've got melon. Let's see if we get close enough, if we'll appear on that map. So, you know, but losing our map data is not as big a deal. Like I said, I went into the save file and found the map save data so that it repopulated the map itself. Before it was just blank, before I did that, because it just regenerated with empty map data. So all the maps that we have will just go back to being blank. I haven't checked what the nether will be like yet, but I'm less concerned about that. We haven't done a lot there. Oh, there's that. 8, okay, 857. So, great, right down the ravine, huh? And then 1,000, 1,500 blocks this way. I may stop and come back when we see if we get on that map, because I'm actually just curious now if that's what'll happen. So what do you guys think? You want to copy in the whole world? That's what I'm leaning more towards. Plus the edges that we run into will be strange and interesting. And essentially everything we have, like building our house up on that cliff, will still be valid because we still have a cliff to build a house on. And yeah, so that's my question to you. I'm going to cut this off, run another 1,000 blocks, and come back and see if we're on that map. And I'll talk to you guys in just a second. Nope. As you can see, guys, we're at the exact coordinates of the old map, and we're nowhere on it, so maps won't work. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys later. Bye.